Hi, and welcome to the Canceled News. I probably look a little bit different than last week. I tried to give myself one of those at-home quarantine haircuts, and I accidentally slipped and cut my whole beard off.
Easy, shit!
But I want to start by thanking everyone who's been tuning in. My first episode that I posted on April 4th got like 30 viewers, and then the next episode I posted on April 11th got like 90 viewers, and then my last episode got over 300 viewers. So based on the same model that Dr. Fauci uses to predict coronavirus numbers, I should have 240,000 viewers by next Tuesday. So to all of my new viewers, I will see you next Tuesday. The coronavirus hasn't actually been my biggest health concern this week. See, every time I tape this show, I always turn off my refrigerator in the background to reduce the noise. But then I always forget to turn it back on again after the taping until the next morning when all the ice has melted out. So for the past few weeks, I've been eating steak, chicken, and fish that's been frozen and unfrozen about 4 times so far. But don't worry, to stay safe, I've been drinking some Lysol after each meal. Which brings me to my first story. At one of his daily press conferences, Donald Trump questioned whether disinfectants could be injected into the body to help stop the coronavirus, which prompted a series of news articles and online jokes about people injecting bleach into their bodies. Now look, what Donald Trump said was stupid, and I don't believe that he was being sarcastic, but it's also not exactly what the media has turned it into. He was a lay person trying to talk his way through medical tests that he doesn't really understand. But he never actually told anyone to inject bleach into their bodies, and no one actually injected bleach into their bodies. Just like the last time someone accused Trump supporters of misusing bleach, none of this actually happened. But just to be clear, let's all agree to keep bleach away from our lungs. And let's also agree to keep Nirvana's bleach away from Puddle of Mud.
I can see you every night!
I never thought I would say this, but Post Malone's Nirvana covers were actually better. He did a whole Nirvana-based concert this week, and it was actually pretty good. I have to hand it to him, although I will never understand the face tattoos. 10 years ago, I was like, why would anybody want a stupid face tattoo like Mike Tyson? And now I find myself going, why can't you just get a nice face tattoo like Mike Tyson? These guys nowadays, they have designs on their foreheads and squiggles under their cheeks and numbers above their mouths. It looks like they went out and got one stupid face tattoo, and then to teach them a lesson, their dad made them go get an entire pack of stupid face tattoos. But Post Malone's Nirvana covers were actually pretty good. He even got the blessing of Courtney Love. And if you younger viewers don't know who Courtney Love is, she's basically the Carole Baskin of early 90s grunge. Because nobody's really sure whether she killed her husband. Speaking of Carole Baskin, a Baskin-Robbins in Kansas has seen their business double after they put out a sign that said no relation to Carole Baskin. Unfortunately, Trump hotels didn't have as much luck with their sign that said, yes, that Trump. Alright, now let's talk about a tiger that didn't eat Carole Baskin's husband. Tiger Woods will be doing a charity golf tournament to raise money for COVID-19 relief, along with Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. I didn't even know Peyton Manning plays golf, but I assume when he does, he yells, forehead. Tiger Woods has been preparing all week by practicing, while Tom Brady has been trying to figure out how to deflate a golf ball. An Englishman who was attempting to hike the entire British coastline when the coronavirus lockdown started has been stranded alone with his dog on a remote Scottish island. Now, he has his phone with him, and so I reached out to him. I actually have an exclusive interview with him right now. I thought we'd check in. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello there. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, that's a strange accent you have. Where in Britain are you from exactly?
Oh, the nice part. The nice part.
All right, and how are you doing there?
Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. Thank you so much for checking in.
That's great, I'm glad to hear that. And how's your dog?
Oh, he's delicious.
Oh my gosh, you ran out of food and ate your dog?
Oh no, I have plenty of food left. It's British food. Ugh. I'd rather eat my dog.
All right, that's enough of that. I can't wait till this lockdown ends so I can hire actors. This week, for the first time in history, the price of crude oil fell into negative territory and closed at negative $37.63, which means oil is now worth less than Beanie Babies. A woman in Iowa has been sewing face masks and hanging them on a free giving tree in her front yard for anyone who needs them. It's been way more popular than her other tree, which offers free airline stocks. A new trend that has emerged during the quarantine is pretend traveling, which is where people stage elaborate vacation photos using props around their house. For instance, Prince Andrew staged an entire trip to Epstein Island using only child sex slaves he already had at home. A team of researchers in India have discovered a new snake species and named it after Salazar Slytherin from the Harry Potter movies. It's very appropriate that they named this snake after the Harry Potter movies, since I'll probably never see it either. Earlier this week, a magnitude 3.8 earthquake hit the Los Angeles area, right around the time Lizzo was performing on the One World Live concert. Jennifer Lopez was actually accused of lip-syncing her cover of Barbra Streisand's People during the One World Together at Home concert, so it really was just like seeing her live. In a radio interview on Thursday, Joe Biden said that he would pick Michelle Obama as his running mate in a heartbeat, which means a lot coming from Joe Biden because he doesn't have many of those left. Several koalas that were injured in last year's brush fires in Australia have now been released back into the wild. Most of the koalas are doing well, while some are medium well. This week in Oklahoma, a tornado and a rainbow were photographed at the same time happening simultaneously, showcasing God's recent violent mood swings. The Tourism Board of Hawaii is now paying visitors to go home and return to their own state. So instead of telling tourists aloha, they're now telling them aloha. Bill and Melinda Gates have reportedly purchased a $43 million beachfront home just outside of San Diego, in case you were wondering where your vaccine money is going to go. Finally, CNN announced this week that their staff will not return to the office until at least September. In the meantime, they'll be submitting their fiction remotely under the network's Faker at Home policy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go turn on my refrigerator and eat some spoiled chicken.